Gentleman's Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review. I'm here again with Jim, and we've been having a fun afternoon. We've got a beer, though, that we've both been dying to try. Have you had this one?
Had it at Fred Fest at Hair of the Dog, but by the time I had it, I was all tuned up, so I don't remember it.
And I've been dying to try it. Christian's got one stuck away as well, but here it is. It is Alan from the Wood.
So this is Breakside's tribute, apparently, to Alan Sprintz, brewmaster at Hair of the Dog.
That's right, and it's a strong smoked amber ale aged in rye whiskey barrels for 7 months. So we're both Hair of the Dog fans. So kind of fun to see this beer, get a good pour of it to see what it's like. So we're gonna get it cracked open. Well, we can already smell this, let me tell you. And it seemed like there was a lot of carbonation coming off. It starts off, look at that head on there. Looks like it's gonna fade quickly, but are you getting like brown and red hues off of this?
Yeah, a little more brown.
Mine's slightly darker coming from the back side of the bottle, but let's go for the nose. Oh yeah, you get the whiskey, you get the bourbon whiskey on there, but I'm getting like some dark fruits.
Absolutely. And
some like medium fruits on there. I'm getting like raisin, and I want to say fig on it, maybe some date sugar, but like brown sugar?
Yeah.
And bourbon?
Yep. Definitely some brown sugar and some kind of dark fruit I can't really identify, but...
Okay.
But the whiskey's there.
A medium to light caramel along with the dark fruits. It's not a dark caramel, it's like a lighter caramel to me.
Wow, it's a good whiskey presence, but it's not... You can tell this bottle's been aged for a while.
And there's like a little bit of a vanilla, but with the caramel, it almost comes off like almost like a butterscotch, I would say.
Yeah, yep.
So, you getting anything else on that?
No, that's about it.
All right, well, I say we go for it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. And just so you know, we've already had this warmed up, so it's probably, what, mid to upper 50s?
It's got to be 55 at least, yeah.
Yeah, and I just got this semi-syrupy coating of the mouth and a light warming going down.
Yeah, I think that's a good description, semi-syrupy. It's not thick, but it coats your mouth. It's not like super thick.
No, it's like a full side of medium or light side of full, kind of right in there. In some senses, it tastes almost syrupy, but it comes across as thinner than that. That's really hard to describe, but that's exactly what it is. But it's rich.
Yeah, I'm getting the dark sugar, brown sugar, whatever, maybe even a molasses type flavor with the dark fruit. And I'm almost getting like a leathery or tobacco type of thing.
A little of both.
On the finish especially, and the whiskey's there still too, but it's definitely mellow and smooth and pleasant.
I'm also getting the oak character, and I'm getting, I don't know whether to say dark cherry or cherry wood, because you're getting not just oak, but a real woody oak character, but I get this cherry essence as well.
Right, the dark fruit, yeah, is more cherry than anything that I can think of, so absolutely, yeah. And it's, the oak, I think, is drying the finish out pretty good.
Yeah.
It's definitely got a little bit of a dry finish.
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's funny, yeah. On the nose, I thought I was going to get some other dark fruits, and I think there's a little bit of those other dark fruits. I think there's a hint of raisin, maybe a hint of fig, more on the raisin. But yeah, the dark cherry is the bigger, more present part of that. Wow, this is fun. This is a unique, beautiful beer.
I had a couple buddies who loved this stuff when it was first released, and I never bought any bottles, and I'm kind of wishing I had now, because this is done well. This was released September of 2013.
That's right,
and so it's a little over...
2.5 years, I guess?
Yeah,
2.5 years. So we're just at the beginning of March in 2016, and this is... I got to hand it to Breakside, because this is aged particularly well. This is very Hair of the Dog-ish in style, if you will. But they did a fabulous job. I'd love to see more of this come out. This is something.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a little time and come back with some numbers. Well, we've had a good time. I've been telling stories. Jim's been listening. But this is a beautiful beer, don't you think?
It's awesome. As we've drank on it, I think, well, firstly, the spice from the rye has come out in the flavor more. And I'm getting like a hint of smoke.
Yeah.
As well, just so subtle, but this is fun, deep flavors and
and it's warmed up dramatically,
Oh, yeah.
but it's very sweet. First of all, I'm not extreme, not cloying in
Right.
any way. It's very sweet, and yeah, there are those underlying dark fruits in there. A lot of the caramel, toffee, well, not toffee, but butterscotch to caramel mix, like a Werther's or something in there. But that cherry's persistent. The oak is persistent. I mean, if I'm going to get picky, if I can find something wrong, I'd say that oak is just a tad high with bitterness. But that's really getting picky.
yeah.
Because this is just a beautiful beer. So this is a smoked strong ale. But in terms of strong ales, what do you think?
For style, I guess. I don't know. I got to give it like a 95. It's up there. I kicking myself for not buying some more of this.
Yeah, and
Or buying any of it. I didn't buy any of this.
And I'm saying it's higher than that because I was comparing this to some of the abysses I've had. I'm going all the way to 97. I think it's just, and this is with age, mind you, but it's just a beautiful beer. Christian still has a bottle. We'll have to pry out of his cold dead hands and get him to share it with us at some point in the future, but not for a couple of years. Overall, though, what do you think on this one?
Overall, I'm going up a little bit. I'm going to say 97. This stuff is really awesome. Just a couple of my buddies, Chris and Brian D. Hey guys, they always just raving about this beer, and now I cannot go back and tell them they're full of shit because this stuff is awesome.
No, it's beautiful. So Jim goes up, I go down, but I'm only going down to 96. This is just world class all around. One fabulous beer. I don't know if you can find this. It's certainly worth trying. If you're in the Portland area, you need to ask around. I did see a hidden bottle about a year ago someplace. Now I wish I had grabbed it.
Yeah.
But it is Alan from the Wood, but it's from Breakside Brewery out of Portland, Oregon. A tribute again to Alan Sprints. One great beer. Folks, life's too short.
To drink cheap beer.
And we'll see you
In the next beer review.
Oh yeah, and we will.
Cheers.